Hello, namaste. Welcome to another episode of Relish Delish. Today happens to be the 14th of January and there's a lot of things going on in India at the moment. So wishing all my Relish Delish viewers a happy Pongal, happy Makar Sankranti and a happy Lori too. And since it's the day of Pongal, I thought why not make a traditional South Indian recipe called the Pongal. Now there are two kinds of Pongal recipes. One is the sweet Pongal, and what we are doing today is called the spicy Pongal, or it's called the Ven Pongal recipe. So these are what we require to make the Pongal recipe. I have here about 1 cup of rice, half a cup of moong dal, it's split gram dal. Then I have clarified butter, about 3 to 4 tablespoons of clarified butter. Here I have some chopped green chillies, chopped ginger, cumin, crushed black pepper, a little asafoetida, curry leaves and salt. And I have here about 10 pieces of cashew nuts. These are crushed or broken cashew nuts. So we'll go ahead and show you how to make the recipe now. Okay, so what we are going to do is, if you wish, you can even soak the rice and the lentils beforehand. But since I'm going to be making it's less quantity, I'm just going to be doing it without soaking both the things here. And some people directly cook both the things in water. And Pongal is actually a harvest food. It's a harvest recipe. So what people in India, traditionally it's made with the new rice, which is the freshly harvested rice. So that kind of rice takes very less time to cook. So it doesn't need much time. Whereas the aged rice that we get over here, it takes more cooking time. So that's the reason why we need to soak the rice sometimes. Here what I'm doing is I'm just going to be frying the lentils a little bit in a pan over here. This is just dry roast. I haven't added anything to it yet. No oil or ghee. And then this has been cooking for about 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rice now. So just going to be frying this up, dry roasting this up a little bit. And once this is roasted for about 1 minute or so, I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of the ghee, the clarified butter, and then roasting it some more. Okay, so I've now added the ghee also, and a nice aroma of the fried lentils and dal is coming. The rice is obviously not cooked as yet, but I'm just dry roasting it. Alright, so here I have some water kept for boiling. I put the water in a pressure cooker to boil. I'm going to move this aside here. Now this is 3 times the quantity of the rice and lentils. That much water is needed to cook this recipe. Normally what we tend to do is double the quantity of water we put for cooking rice. But in here we need a little more than double. Since this recipe is a little mushy, the rice should not be seen. The consistency will be something like a porridge. So this water's here. So I'm going to go ahead and it's boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and add the salt to it, the green chillies, and the chopped ginger. Once that is done, I'll just put all the roasted rice in here. And then I'm going to pressure cook this rice for up to about 3 whistles. So we'll come back then. Alright, the 3 whistles have gone off and the cooker has completely cooled down. So I'm just going to check this now. We're just going to open the pressure cooker. So now if you see here, I had added about 5 cups of water to this for 1 cup of rice and half cup of lentils, and this is how it's become. I just feel that it needs to be a little more runny. So what I'm going to be doing now is take some hot water. So about 2 cups or maybe 1.5 cups of hot water. Let me just check whether the water is hot or not. Okay, so now it's okay, so that should be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in here. So I'm just going to be adding the seasonings to this, so this is going to cook. So just leave this here. I've added about 1 cup of water, and I'm just going to move this here and put on the stove. Here I have some oil, the clarified butter, which I had told you earlier. This is what it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the cashews in here. So just fry the cashews a bit. And so these are roasted cashew nuts. If it's dry cashew, you need to brown it a little bit. These are already pre-roasted cashews but unsalted. You would go ahead and add the cumin seeds. So just wait for that to splutter, but I don't want to burn this cumin seeds, so just as soon as it starts spluttering, I'll put the rest of the ingredients. So like I said, this is a fairly easy recipe to make. So you just boil the rice and the lentils, it has to be a little mushy, and then add the seasoning to it. And it's a very simple food, but it's trust me, it's supposed to be a comfort food. In the south, this Pongal recipe is the comfort dish in south, just like the khichdi is in the west part of India, or dal chawal is to the northern India. So the seeds have started spluttering now. I'm adding the crushed pepper. Some people like to add whole black pepper. If you don't like the taste of black pepper at all, you can even add powdered pepper powder. But crushed is the thing to go with this. I'm going to add the hing or the asafoetida, and in the end, the curry leaves. So I have it all here. So I'm just going to move the pressure cooker again here, and just mix this all up. And this is almost done now. Within 2 or 3 minutes, I'll be ready to plate it. Alright, the pongal is done. I have taken it out into a bowl here, and as you can see, this is how it looks like once it's fully cooked. And normally pongal is eaten for breakfast in India. Don't be surprised, a lot of people eat rice dishes for breakfast in India, and it's served often with some kind of coconut chutneys or even sambar. Traditionally in the south, they also make a eggplant or brinjal dish called the gotsu, which goes very well with the pongal. So for the detailed recipe, you can visit my website www.relishedelish.ca. Please subscribe to our link below, and thanks for watching.